Greetings, everybody. It is I, Sweater King, and today I bring to you a fun topic today. Today's topic is about a classic game that most Gen Z gamers have played at least once in a lifetime. The Lego Batman the video game. Released in 2008 after the success of other LEGO game franchises like LEGO Indiana Jones and LEGO Star Wars. This was the first Batman-inspired LEGO game to hit the market for a lot of platforms in the late 2000s. We've had ports for them such as the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Wii, and even, can you believe it, the DS port, which was very different because the DS had very, very limited hardware restrictions compared to the consoles, and it's probably the best we'll get for a DS Nintendo style LEGO game in a long, long time. I recently started playing the LEGO Batman game after the announcement of the latest game to come out, which is the Dark Knight Legacy. Which, let's be for real, for a game that surrounds such a niche community, sure has a lot more hype around it than COD this year, which is just shocking if you really think about it. A niche community is having more hype surrounded than a giant such as Call of Duty. It is insane. Hype made around the new LEGO Batman game has made me go back and find every LEGO Batman game to date and replay them / play them for the first time. Because the only LEGO game that I finished was the LEGO Batman 2 game for the 3DS, and I've never played a single LEGO Batman game until now, which I just recently 100%ed the first one, and my god, it is still a phenomenal masterpiece till this day. The community around this game with the challenges and speedruns in the community still shows how impactful this game has been even after 17 years. I had quite a lot of fun playing an old LEGO game I have never played, and I heavily recommend this game for anyone to play a LEGO game for their first time. Personally, I think this LEGO Batman game is a masterpiece for anyone to pick up no matter the age or, at all. It is perfect. The level design and the hidden lore surrounding this game is just amazing, especially with the hidden implication that there is a dead Lego figure in the first Arkham Asylum mission you play. But Batman and Robin are the two that you play as the most, as their skills and grappling hooks reach high-tech areas that other characters can't quite get to, and use batarangs you can use to destroy soft destructibles with accuracy. Obviously, there are certain tasks you can't do with base Batman and Robin, so throughout the levels, you were given suit upgrades to help you solve puzzles. In my opinion, Robin definitely got the short end of the stick when it comes to costume designs, as Batman has honestly the best suits design in a LEGO game, and that goes for a good reason, because let's be for real, Robin isn't necessarily a cool character unless we're talking about the original Teen Titans show, and Batman has kind of been the main face besides Superman when it comes to the DC universe, so it kind of makes sense why Robin got the short end of the stick in this game, but still, it is amazing of the amount of replayability value you get from this, especially when you're playing as all the different suits in levels where you can't necessarily access them unless you're playing free play. And especially with how vast LEGO's and DC's villains go, there is a large variety of villains when it comes to DC, which means that there is 15 levels and 15 different villains you can fight. And once you're done, you could play as those villains in the Arkham Asylum, and that's honestly a post-main story, if that's what you want to consider it, level design. And it's so amazing of how much they've done. Like I said, the main cast surrounding LEGO Batman, at least in the Batcave, there's 15 missions in total, which seems like a lot until you realize that those 15 missions have their own corresponding villain story, and it's not just a carbon copy. There is literal thought to all this. So there is 30, count them, 30 missions unique to each other, with it being half of them being Batman and Robin and half of them being the Arkham villains. Another thing that I love about Lego Batman is that you don't only have Batman and Robin as the corresponding suits. Now, like I said, throughout the levels with Batman and Robin, you have corresponding suits to help you with certain tasks or puzzles. But if you play free play, you can play as Batgirl and Nightwing, and Batgirl takes on all of Batman's suit upgrades, and Nightwing takes up all of Robin's suit upgrades. Still, Nightwing and Robin still got the short end of, the iconicness of the suits. And I think Batgirl suits are a lot better. I think it's because of just the bright blue that Batgirl brings than the just straight up black, but thematically, it's phenomenal. I think the thing that makes Lego games really unique is the collectibles. Now, there's no golden bricks in Lego Batman 1, but you get 10 mini kits in each level, so that's 50 per section. If you want to do the math, there's 6 in total, times that by 50. That is how many mini kits there is, and there is a total of 1 red brick for every mission in the Batcave, and that corresponds to a suit upgrade. And when you do the red bricks for the villains, it does things to your game, multiplies, helps you find more mini kits and red bricks, which is kind of a bit useless after you unlock it, but it's still really nice if you're having trouble finding certain red bricks or finding certain mini kits and you've combed through all of them. It certainly has helped me substantially. And this isn't even considering that this is all of the content that Lego Batman has to offer. Even if you collect every single mini kit and red brick in the game from both the Batcave and Arkham Asylum, there is 2 special missions that require you to collect 1,000,000 studs in their respective post-game level design. I don't know what you want to call it. First one is Bruce Wayne's Manor, and you basically access the computer and you play these little mini games around the thing, and you collect all the mini kits you can. Sounds simple enough. It's a bit more complex, and I'm downplaying it a little bit more. That is Bruce Wayne's Manor. There's 2 mini games that you gotta play. I think one is a side level. Think of it like Mario, platform games. I don't know the right word. Think of it like that, but it's Lego Batman, and you gotta collect a lot of studs. You cannot miss a single one in Wayne Manor. And then there's another one where you're pushing around these spherical bombs, and you gotta push them to certain areas to get the coins, and there's a set amount. And then when you get that set amount, then there is, I think, 2 more studs you have to collect, and then you get the 1,000,000, and then boom, that's that one done. And then Arkham Asylum, you have to do all these little mini games in the gym section to unlock the main area, and then there's something you could still miss. So it's honestly, you have to literally comb through this. And then there's a maze section, which is a bit more complex, but once you collect it, you're out of the minigame. Boom, you get the 1,000,000 studs, and then you unlock the last 2 characters within the game, and then you have the game 100%. And then you got to buy all the data packs. This is optional, by the way. And the last one, once you collect, is about $4 billion. That's about 9 zeros, so yeah, it's about $1 billion, which is not hard, and that is the max cap you have with studs in Lego Batman 1, and then boom, you're done. And obviously you can play with your buddies, and it does take a lot, so if you don't 100% complete the game, you don't have to. It's kind of optional. You just go through the main story. Honestly, you can have as much fun with this game no matter who or what you are. My final verdict on this is that it's still a fucking masterpiece from start to beginning. I could play Lego Batman over and over and over again with my buddies at their place all the time while having a few beers. And the soundtrack just goes hard, and it's just so iconic. I'm pretty sure if you play the first Lego Batman soundtrack to any Batman lover, they will instantly recognize it. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. Make sure to follow me on Twitch so that you know when I go live next. Join the Discord to be part of the amazing Sweater Kingdom to enter yourself in the sweater contest, if you please. The winner gets a free shout out every week from me, so please do not miss out on that. But that's everything, guys. Peace.